Good day, everyone. Good day, guys. How's everyone doing today? You guys all right? So we are ready to start this trading week with our live here on YouTube. And the markets gapped very much, as you guys noticed early this morning. And for this purpose, we want to make sure that we can win big. So we start. Here is the S&P 500. The market opened on the 15-minute time frame. Although in the US the markets are closed. But based on this one here, there is a downtrending pace. Yeah. So we have these lows here. I prefer to look for short positions between these two lines. You guys let me know if the music on the background is too loud or not. I think I regulated from the last time, so it should be very good now. Or did I delete it? I don't see it here. Oh, I think I kept it. Anyway. So from here, what we are looking now, let's see, maybe we can pick up some trades from the bottom part. Yeah, let's see how the market will react right at the support. And here is going down. On the 5-minute chart, inside, it broke the downside. Yeah, that's a buyer's territory. And then the support down here. But because the market opened right now, we don't expect the buyers to step in from here. We expect them to step in right at the bottom. So here can be followed by more bearish activity. So I think we're gonna hit down and aggressively all the way down there. And it's coming. Let's see if we're gonna break. Okay, this we clean out this one. So now the question is if the price breaks the support. So if the price breaks below the support, we're gonna have a strong fall to the downside. Let's see. Gold. Bitcoin. See the Bitcoin on the 4-hour chart or 1-hour time frame. See how I explain the head and shoulder reversal pattern, and today all the way down. So it worked really well. Gold all-time high. Now we are expecting either a break above the today's high or the today's low. We don't want to stay within this range, but if the price breaks and closes below this low, guys, we're gonna come down to this broken area. One, just to make sure that you guys can hear me well. Just some mic check. So the sellers are heading down. So we can expect to see some bearish move on the on gold. Guys, what about now the microphone? Is it good? checking here on the sound. One. Anything better with the sound, guys? Is it getting improved or? Gold. S&P now at the support. We are expecting the sellers to push the price further, but now the market is at support. And I saw that the big seller didn't manage to go through, but on the other hand, I don't see a big buyer on the heat map. One minute, a bullish engulfing came up on the 1 minute chart. Okay, now it broke the downside. Guys, we are expecting to see a strong move further down on the heat map. I don't see any strong liquidity zones from the buyers. What about now? Is the mic better? Okay, guys, let's make one more check about the microphone. Okay, so here the price is going down and we like it. We like it. I want to see some push, and look, if we want to see a push to the downside here with 6 pips, we can go, let's say, for about 30 points on the stop loss. That can be a good trade. Let's see. I want to get into that trade, guys. I really want to get into that trade. Short. I'll go with a stop loss based on the ATR. It can be something like, look, based on the ATR, stop loss is around 6. You can do a bit shorter if you want, around 330. It's up to you. There is a potential to the downside. The next key level of support is this one here. This is the next key level of support. So there is a lot of room to the downside. Now, for those who might wonder if this gap will get filled or not, yeah, definitely we expect the gap to get filled. So now what we want to see, we want to see the price coming back and breaking below this low. This will be the confirmation. Gold, it's too early for the gold. Price has to get outside of this area, either to the upside or to the downside. And then we can make our biases. Yep. Anyone traded anything today? Here I see on the heat map that some sellers failed to follow through. Here, do you guys see that? Look at this big bubble. Yep, that's seller. And at this point, the market failed to follow through that one. Gold up or down today? Right now, up or down is the same thing for the gold, guys. There is nothing here. Gold has to move outside of this rectangle. For as long as it remains within this rectangle, there is no directional biases, nothing. We need to see a clear move either to the upside or to the downside. That's the only way to go with gold. Bitcoin. Look at this hourly candlestick. It started from, actually that one started from here. So that's the 15-minute chart. That's okay. We can watch this on the 15 minutes. Look at this one. Started from there. During the Asian session. And it's still within this area. Amazing. Amazing and crazy. We need a push to the downside. Euro is trying to go up. Sterling, Aussie. So what's the deal with this one now? Up or down? Oh, now I saw that there is strong divergences here. Look at this. Started from here and it's going up. Whoa, I didn't see that earlier. Very strong bullish momentum. But the market is down. There is no bullish biases so far based on the market structure. Price makes lower lows, lower highs, and this is calling for shorts. Unless something else happen and change this. Guys, what are you trading today? At the moment, we are witnessing a strong bearish bias on the S&P 500. NQ, I believe it's going to be the same. It will end up in the same direction. So unless we see a break and a close above this high, we are still looking to sell it based on market structure, based on market perspective. On the heat map, oh, look at this strong seller here. It's been absorbed. It's just been absorbed. Okay, so maybe buyers will step in for good now. Who is trading what today, guys? Who is trading what? The markets in the banks in the US are closed. Bitcoin. Bitcoin also is likely to go down for the session. I think we're going to have a bearish session on Bitcoin. Gold. It's like double sideways, not just sideways. It's just sideways and sideways. Sideways within the sideways. Platinum is on fire, guys. Ascending triangle. See this ascending triangle? Those who went through my course and they spotted and recognized this ascending triangle, when you see it on the lower time frames, it's one of the best continuation patterns to trade. Maybe you will not directly trade it as an ascending triangle, but maybe after you see the break, you can trust it and do the process. You can measure the distance between this high and that low and use it as your target when you enter on a smaller time frame. And that's the beauty of knowing how to trade these chart patterns, because it's not only about the direct trading, but it's about the overall picture. What is heat map showing now? Look at the gap from the yesterday's close to the today's open. It's crazy. Right here, there is a big seller waiting. 6,973 currently on the book, 76 contract. 112 from the sellers are waiting to be executed. 124 here, 126 up there. So maybe we're going to see some push to the downside. We can do some scalp to trade short from here. So I like this area a lot. Any divergences? Here, nothing. I like this because if the price, guys, let me show you here now. If the price breaks aggressively and moves up from this point onward, you know what's going to happen? We're going to have an explosion. But if the price rejects it, then it will be the beginning of a move to the downside.
Incoming mail.
Gold. Nah, I don't like the gold today. What do you guys think? What do you guys think on the S&P and on the Nasdaq today? Are we gonna push to the upside or? Given the fact that the markets in the US, the banks in the US are closed, let's check the news. What do you think? We only had a significant event in Canada. Here, the CPI already reported. Same as the forecast. So what happened to the Canadian dollar? USD cut. Oh, see the USD cut is going down. So the event reported right there. Based on the outcome, we were expecting a strong US dollar, yeah, from this point, but we see that the price declined by too many pips, by 20 pips. You see the volatility and the liquidity actually is not even close to the normal, and that's because in the US the banks are closed today. Even if we keep looking at the gold chart, nothing will change. We have to wait for the break outside of these rectangles, which I don't see it happening anytime soon or today. Nasdaq looks like that it found a good support here. Now we are entering a seller's territory, guys. Stay alert around these levels. These levels maybe hold and push the price further down. Let's keep an eye on this. By the way, guys, I created an ebook for consistency. Consistency, how to trade and stay consistent. You can find it on the description below. You just need to fill up the form and download the ebook. I hope last week you managed to get your prop account with a discount. Yeah, because we had that 50% discount. I don't know when we're going to get 50% again, but yeah, I hope you managed to do it, because 50% with a reputable prop firm, it's not given every day. I'm waiting for the sellers to appear, to be honest. I'm waiting for the sellers. I'll check this one. The heat map. So these buyers. Do you think they're gonna keep pushing the price to the upside, or this lower low here on the heat map will cause the market to move down? If that's gonna happen, we just see some sort of support here. Now more contracts added at this 6,900. There are about 60 buyers can step in at this point. So these are the two key levels of liquidity right there. Hi Theo, it's Marcus. Welcome, Marcus. Welcome. How are you doing, mate? Alrighty. Alrighty. Let's see if the price will drop. Let's see if the sellers appeared here. There are two things now. Here, the first thing is the Fibonacci retracement from this point to that point. Only if this is going to end up as a confirmed swing high, we can expect the retracement somewhere down here. Yep, somewhere down here. We need to confirm this as swing high. This is the S&P 500. Come on, guys, show some love. This is our second live session here on the YouTube. Gold. Come on, guys. Even if I keep staring on gold today, we will see nothing, to be honest. We just need to have these solid breakouts just to clear up this mess. Since the London Open, the market just moved sideways. How many pips overall? Just 11, 12 pips. Look at the ATR. The ATR, it's not even during the Asian session we don't have these ATRs. That's crazy, crazy, crazy. So what else? Euro, sterling. Australian dollar is looking quite good, but if you see it on a macro scale and on a bigger time frame horizon, you can see that it's ranging like crazy. S&P made lower highs and lower lows, and we expect to see some continuation to the downside. We expect to see the sellers taking over in this trading session. But if not, and we see a break above this high, we will look for long positions. Right, guys? We can also trade the Nasdaq. But if you are a beginner, I will suggest to stick with the S&P 500 because Nasdaq is super volatile. And if you don't know how to handle the risk while the market is on the go, it's a bit challenging. Yeah. So ask me anything, guys. Ask me anything. What is the biggest challenge you find with your trading now? Your entries or to control your mind? What do you guys find to be more challenging? How to control your mind or to time your entries? That's the S&P on the hourly, on the 1 minute chart. See how the Nasdaq and the S&P moves super similar? Let's check about these volume profiles and deltas just to see if anything, if something screams for short. See here the contract, usually we have on the 5 minute chart about 20,000, 30,000, 25, 10,000 contracts during this time on a regular day. But today, because in the US the market is closed, the banks are closed, we barely see the 1/5 of the volume here on these bars. This is the footprint chart, and it shows at each and every level how many contracts traded from buyers and sellers. And then on this column, we can see the overall number. When it's positive number, it means the people bought more compared to what they sold. Yes, I also use the book map. Yes, I also use the footprint, the volume profile. I combine everything. If you want to start with something, I will suggest just pick up only one until you become skillful. Either you start using a volume profile, which is the easiest one, or you're going to go with a heat map, with book map. That's totally fine. As long as you can control your thoughts and you understand what are you doing. Now, my camera does not understand what am I doing here because it just keeps moving me out of the... Mate, come on. Get serious. If you ask me what camera I will buy next time, definitely it won't be an AI camera. Auto zoom, auto move, auto tracking. Come on. So from the volume, from the footprint, we can see that buyers are more active throughout this move. Buyers are more active throughout here. at this level, that was the point of control for this candle. The buyers didn't make it to the upside. More sellers came here. Now there is a battle between buyers and sellers, but we still have about 2 minutes until this 5-minute candle closes. What I see here is positive delta, but the price is failing to push to the upside. So positive delta with a failure from buyers, it screams for sales. What did I say? It screams for sales. Oh my God. Imagine if this is going to go down now. Woohoo, it's going to be party. It's going to be party tonight if this is going to go down. Marcus, do you use Bookmap or are you trying to figure it out? Is going down and it is real. Okay, I will give you a mindset hint here. If you want to become a freaking successful trader, whatever success means in trading to you, you can only understand your trading activity. Guys, let me fix my camera. Why it just keeps doing that? I don't want a tracking mode. Come on, man. Why is doing that all the time? Okay, there we are. Maybe I do something with my hands and it's just going left and right. Anyway, so guys, pay attention to this. When I first started trading, I figured out quite early that I was more confident on buying the market rather than selling the market. I could resonate more with when I was buying instead of selling. And that helped me because after some months when inconsistency entered my space, not consistency, inconsistency, because I had so good track record knowing what I was doing every time I was getting into a trade, I stepped back and I increased the market I was trading, but I was only taking buy positions. I was stopped selling the markets. I stopped looking for sell opportunities because that was what I could understand better, that I found myself being more calm when I was into trades. So if that's the case with you, maybe this tip can help you. Sometimes our personality and our character resonates with something that we can't explain it right at the beginning, but start keeping records of not only when you enter and what strategy did you execute, but also keep records on how do you behave, what's your anticipations at that moment, how do you react while you are in a trade. Okay, now the market got a little bit of pace here. Okay, now we are in business. Let's see what's gonna happen. Oh my, look at these guys. Look at these guys here. So good, so good, so cool. So good and so cool. If the buyers remain strong, if the sellers remain strong here and beat the price right there, we can see a good directional move. On the heat map, look at this, where we make our biases after this lower low. It followed by a nice strong push and a trapped buyer here that was most likely a passive seller. Now I'm expecting the price to keep dropping. I'm expecting the price to come even lower. You know what? Because this buyer here failed. And there is only this liquidity zone. Now we see another one start flashing down there, but they are a bit low compared to the current price. We can see here the number of contracts traded. What do you guys think? So right here, if we see the sellers coming strong and breaking this support, definitely we're gonna see the price at least down to the 68.91. Easy, very easy. But we need to see that follow through. If we don't see that follow through, then most likely buyers will step in to push the price higher. On the footprint side, there are no many things to do right now. I just see here positive delta. That's all what I see. Okay, positive delta as now with bearish candlesticks in many cases end up as a bullish reversal. Also on the left hand side you can see the 5-minute chart. This is the same market with this one on the 5-minute chart, and here you can see on each and every level how much volume transacted and who was the buyer and who was the seller. How many buyers, how many sellers. Look at this number here at the bottom, guys. 100, the first column shows the sellers, the second the buyers. 147 sellers met with 146 buyers here. Now I'm expecting the price to go up, to be honest. At least for this. Guys, remember what I told you here. Pay attention to the Fibonacci, the area between 0.5 and 61.8. Guys, look at this. I remember I called that always pay attention to the Fibonacci golden ratio and 50% retracement. These are key retracements. Even temporarily, if you were short here, you could close trades. Or if you were looking to enter long, you could buy from these levels. Gold still sideways. Bitcoin is looking more bullish compared to the Ethereum. This is the chart of Bitcoin. This is the Ethereum, Solana. So the markets are calling for deep retracements here. What did I tell you guys? Positive delta with a negative, with a bearish candle is a bullish sign. Do you guys enjoying this order flow setup here? We can see live, real time, exactly how many buyers, how many sellers are in the market, and what are they doing in real time. No delays, nothing. Real volume, real market. On the first column, you see the buyers. On the second, you see the sellers. On the second column, you see the buyers. And on the left-hand side, you can see the candlesticks. These are the same candlesticks on, like in any other platform. They are just candlesticks. So if you see the structure here, and there is something like this one, it's the VWAP, and the price touched the VWAP. It didn't close below it, so this can act as support. Then, what did we see here? We saw a negative candle, bearish candle, same like this one, same here, with a bullish volume, so the price went up. The buyers got trapped here at the top. At this week, we see a lot of trapped buyers. Tomorrow the markets will be blossoming, guys. Also, Trump will host a speech tomorrow. I think it's tomorrow. Yeah, I've checked them before, but we checked them before, but we didn't say anything about tomorrow. Look at this. That's on Wednesday. Okay, no, tomorrow. Tomorrow it's going to be only a couple of events in the UK about the employment change there. That's going to be at 2 a.m. New York time, or 9 a.m. London, 7 a.m. London time, or 9 a.m. my local time. Since I started doing coaching and having students from all over around the world, I figure out the time zones everywhere now. So if you need to convert, if you need a time zone converter and you don't have access to the internet, just give me a call. What do you think, guys? Is this going down or not? What do you guys think? That was another wave from buyers. That's the 1 minute chart. A bullish engulfing here. A bullish engulfing on the 1 minute. That was an inside candlestick followed by a bullish engulfing. And this has usually bullish implications. We lack the volatility today, guys. That's so important. Volatility is very important. I often hear traders learning, unfortunately, from, I don't know from where, but the way they learned, it's like, don't trade when there is high volatility. But if we are lacking volatility, then the market will not move in the way we want it to move. We want both liquidity and volatility at the same time. We want them both. So currently you can see here buyers are in control over this move now. Oh, there it comes. There it comes now. Almost 10 times more buyers enter the last 5 minute candlestick. On the heat map, what's the story? The price reached this level of resistance. This one here. A lot of liquidity zones right there. Who is this aggressive seller? He's trying to push the price down. See that bullish engulfing followed through and the price went up. It's something here stops the price. Look at these guys. Here the price stopped, had a big dip down. Again, it stopped there 5 minutes ago. Now again it stopped, but there is another pattern. Every time the price drops, It meets with buyers at a higher level. It's kind of, they were trying to push the price up. What was that? For real? Let's see the heat map. Look at this. Look at this on the book map. It came down so aggressively, hit the liquidity zone. Wow. That's crazy. And it bounced. So there is a high chance this one to be. No, hold on. Let's see. Depends. If the price fails to follow through, that was a nice trap right there. So let's see what's going to happen here. Price is at a critical level. Let's see the story. Look at the price. Look at this bubble, how it came at the liquidity zone and it stopped. Now we don't see any aggressive buyers or sellers yet. Yet. Ideally, we want to see the price going down, guys, until these liquidity zones here. This is what we want to see. But yeah, it's not what we want to see. It's what's going to happen. It was always the case, and it's always the case. Let me show you this one here. So the market met with 205 buyers on this candlestick, on this one here. And the contract traded, there were 1,500. On the next candlestick, the one ended as a bearish one, we had double market participants, 3,400, yeah, double than the previous one. So this candle here had 2 times more volume compared to the previous one. And it ended up with 98 sellers more compared to the buyers. So it has more bearish implications. Now, what is the challenging part here is where this candlestick occurred, and it occurred above the daily's VWAP. The VWAP is the average weighted volume. So in order to have high quality trades, we must use context. Context is important. It's not only the market structure, it's also, and the candlesticks, it's also where everything comes together in a way that can produce high quality trades. And when the price is above the average weighted volume, which is represented with this moving average, it has more bullish implications. What do you guys see from your end there? So slowly, the buyers managed to reach the top. Again, they entered the seller's territory. On the 5-minute chart, is this bearish engulfing? The price has to either break below this low or above this high to validate the next entry if it's going to be a buy or a sell order accordingly. That was an inside candle. You see how Nasdaq moves much faster. So that's the Nasdaq one. And usually they move similarly. When Nasdaq goes up, S&P 500 will also go up and vice versa. So now it's trying to break above this level. On the chart, we are sitting at resistance, clearly at resistance. We don't see any levels, any liquidity zones here. The price, I guess the price has to break below these zones in order to see the new liquidity zones. Oh, an aggressive seller here. So based on this, you can also trade the Nasdaq, guys. If you like the fast pace and you prefer that one, yeah, you can definitely go with Nasdaq. Absolutely. Personally, I prefer the S&P because it's more structural rather than anything else. If I had to scalp something on this market today, I'll just be looking for this support resistance to just buy and sell fast in and out. Because as we said earlier, the markets lack liquidity. Whoa, look at this. Look at this zone here. There is a lot of sell orders sitting on the ask. But then at that 1600 round level, it's so critical. It's getting filled up with buy orders here. So the price tried to move above this high. It failed. We need to see a continuation to assist further buying pressure. See, they are just bailed out from their positions here. Let's see how this candle will develop. Don't expect to see strong directional bias today, guys. Just don't have this expectation because there is no liquidity in the market. I repeat that again. So this one here, it's an important area. This one, very important area, critical. 6900s on the S&P. If the price breaks the level with a big red bubble, it will set the tone and the price will definitely drop. Look at this. Sellers are trying to control. Sellers are trying to control this one. Guys, this is critical. This is very critical. If we close below that one and the next candle follows through, then the sellers will come all the way down to these lows. Keep an eye on this one. If we're going to see a follow through, most likely we're going to reach this level now. It's this one here. $17 left. Don't get scared, guys. There is a high chance for the market to move all the way down here. We just need to see a follow through. We only need to have a follow through. If we have a follow through, then the market will go down. Yeah, so if we don't have a follow through, obviously the market will not go down. So at the end, it's all about the follow through. Oh my God, look at this buyer. Whoa. What's the story? What is the story now? See that failed auction right here? The sellers failed to stay below this liquid zone. Guys, the market today is crazy. Look at all these flashes. All these flashes. These are unreal moves, and that's due to the lack of liquidity. That's all. Goes down for a sec and then spikes. So the Nasdaq just shoot this bubble here, this red bubble, then that was it. See how fast Nasdaq moves compared to the S&P? Much faster. Whoa. A big seller met with a big buyer. Price is trying to go down. Whoop. Nasdaq looks a bit, oh, why the price didn't follow through here? I didn't like that. Price didn't follow through here, guys. Watch this area. Here there is a strong resistance. Imagine if we see a flush to the downside and a continuation. Whoa. This buyer here is meeting with buyers or sellers. It's just sitting there. It's like a passive seller here. Whoop. You see how much slower is the S&P? Only from the heat map you can see how slow it moves. Okay, guys, I think I will wrap up for today. I'll just leave it up to here. Keep an eye on this one. In less than a minute, the new candlestick will open, and the hourly candlestick. Actually, we can see that here. New hourly candlestick will open. Look at this on the 15-minute, sideways, similar bodies, similar wicks. At the same level, the market is just going sideways. So if the price goes further up, it's going to meet these resistances, then this resistance here. If it's going to go down, it's going to meet with these supports. If your bias is to buy the market, understand the resistance. If your bias is to sell, understand that it's still going sideways. So there is no much clarity today. So in whichever direction you're going to trade, just make sure to manage your position sizing. This is the most important for today. Under low liquidity days, position sizing is the deal. Okay, everyone, I will leave you with that. I wish you to have a great day ahead. Stay strong, and I will see you tomorrow. Take care. Bye for now.